هل أنتم جاهزين؟ Peace be upon you all, and may Allah bless you all, and please all your times with all the blessings of Allah. May Allah, we are welcome you today in this event that reflects the inspiration and the spirit of this place culturally and knowledgeably. So today, as Sabin Hetikan, the owner of the conflicts between the cultures and civilization, that the military or the tool was, or the pushing between the political entities or the economic or the pressure economic that's under the dome that is dominating the whole world. So there will be only one group of pushings and conflicts and fightings, which is culturally happening, which gonna import the human nature to be the big title today for this directive, whether this directive is economically, ideologically, or politically, or even in the different fields of economic and military sectors. One of the most eminent titles today, which can shape and is capable of shaping the societies around the world in a way that is which is the content or the world of content creator, and one of them is the anime. The anime today is, even if it has been launched through Japan as a directive or the cultural directive, which is being pushed by a direction or a trend, a cultural trend in Japan, but it has become a great content globally. So today, the creation of the content or the creative content has got a great level, and it was increased to be all defining the trends or the cultural defense, and even can come into your breath that can shape your emotions, and even to shape your language that can addresses you can address yourself and all the world. So the anime today is not only an animation that it's being moved by an economy or it's being moved by a creative writer, but it's a mean or an artistic mean that is based on a philosophical pillars, and it's a complicated one. For that, our session today and this evening is one of the best sessions to speak about manga, which is the art that crosses all the cultures. And we are pleased today in this evening to have three emerged speakers, Mr. Isam Bukhari, who is the CEO of Manga and the editor of Manga, Arabic Manga or Arab Manga Al-Arabiya, and also we have Kazuko Ishawa, which is the president of Japanese Production Association, which produced, and also we have Kazuko Ishikawa, the president of Japanese Production Association, which has produced Sally series. So for the Arabic لدينا أجهزة ترجمة للمتحدثين العرب حيث تستطيعون أن تستمعوا إلى الترجمة بوضوح. دكتور سامة، نتحدث عن مانجا العربية. I'm not speaking about the company, I'm speaking about the culture here. I'm speaking about the centric ambition. It has become an affecting tool and voice. Speaking about you, are you Japanese? Are you Arab? And what is the difference between you guys, and what is your direction? In the name of God, peace be upon you all. Speaking the audience, our esteemed attendees, when we speak about anime, they always take in consideration that it's always targeting the kids and the children. So speaking about 2.88 billion person, which is shaping 36% of the population on the planet watching anime today. So speaking about the market size, reaching 1.98 billion in the year of 2024, this market is expected to exceed more than 3.6 billion in the year of 2034. So on the past years, Saudi Arabia, we are a country that is being consuming only this content. So this equation has changed now. The anime or the manga, we are not looking into it as something that we are exporting from Japan. We are speaking about an art here, and we are trying to present our culture, present our champions. Dania has talked about Dania Al Arabiya, Manga Al Arabiya, and she talked about more than 12 million out of 190 countries around the world. She's speaking about the project, which is the path for World Cup 2034, which has been produced by Manga Arabia, and it has been produced in different languages, Arabic, English, and French, and it has got a great views. So Dania has talked about a company or manga company which is following Miska charitable organization for King Mohammed bin Salman, Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And today we are trying to produce for the first time the manga as a first time as drawn or depicted. It has been the series has been watched in Japan, in India, and also five continents. It has achieved more than 85 million views in less than an hour. The game, the mobile game, also has been downloaded, and all these successes by the hands of our youth, and it's all assuring and ensuring that here in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, under the Vision 2030, we are not only coming in the anime or the manga or the media production and media industry only to watch. We are here to participate and compete and to succeed and proceed. So I'm going to move to those who are from within the industry and the school. So Japanese, you have been able to produce your productivity and creativity to be a political one. So how can be that the phenomena that all the Arabs are competing and all other different nationalities also. Your production as Adlan, Lina, Sally is all available on a different Arabic level in our hearts, and it's engraved in our hearts, engraved in our minds. So speaking about how you cater for the audience and how you shape your success, what is the secret behind your success? مساء الخير. آه نعم نعم هناك ترجمة يا. Then Mr. Eve, my question for you is how is the impact of the Japanese enemy or the manga on you in France and Europe? Are we Arabs are the only users, or is this, or let me say, this cultural presence of the support from Japanese side is supporting France and Europe in specific? Oh, well, I'm not gonna speak. لن أتحدث عن الجمهور الفرنسي، سأتحدث عن الجمهور. أود أن أقول أشكركم شكرا جزيلا على تواجدي بينكم، وصباح الخير للجميع. إذا نتحدث عن فرنسا، حيث أصبحت هنا هي أكبر أو الدولة الثانية في من قبل الحجم الذي يستخدم المانجا أو الأنيميشن في فن المانجا منذ 50 سنة سابقة. وأعتقد أنه هناك عامل أو عنصر الحياة الفرنسية هنا، وحيث يمكن أن يكون هناك عرض كبير للمانجا في فرنسا، والتي تجمع أكثر من 2000 شخص محبين لهذه الفنون. وبما يتعلق بعملية إصدار هذه الكتب التي أيضا تعرض فن المانجا، نستطيع أن نقول أننا بدأنا بإصدار كتب المانجا في 1966 من أكيرا سينسيريا، والتي هي مدينة في فرنسا. ومن هنا كانت هناك هذه الأفعوانية الكبيرة هذا الاهتمام بالمانجا. إذا حيث أقول أننا نستطيع أن نخاطب هذا الحوار بين الشركات الفرنسية والشركات اليابانية أيضا، وهو شيء عظيم. وكان لدينا عروض كبيرة جدا في فرنسا لكي نقدم المانجا. إذا لم يكن هناك شيء بسيط أو تافه، هي أمر هام جدا، وحيث يمثل اقتصاد أو نسبة كبيرة من الاقتصاد بما يعادل 2 مليار يورو. إذا عندما نتحدث عن أنه أعتقد أنه أمر من الصعب أن أقيم أهمية المانجا، ولكن أتحدث عن إسبانيا وإيطاليا والبرتغال وأيضا بعض من الدول الأخرى، وأيضا ألمانيا ومقارنة بألمانيا وبريطانيا. ولكن هو أمر نامي ومتنامي، وحيث يمكن أن أقول أن المجتمعات مهتمة بهذا الفن. وأعتقد أنكم سوف تشهدون الكثير والكثير. على سبيل المثال أن يكون لدينا في سوف نقوم بتقديم ناروتو، وأيضا وسوف أرى ما هو الذي سوف يحصل في السوق السعودي بشكل واضح. نحن نرى أن الأمور تمشي بسياق متوازي هنا، ولدينا الكثير لنشاركه مع دكتور عصام أيضا. This leads me to go and move to Dr. Isam, and we can see that enemy is among all, intervening between all our communities a long time ago. Now we are trying to inspire to be a producers and for the whole globe. Speaking about the depth and the cultural and the culture and civilization depth here. Speaking about the artistic side, are you capable of compete globally? I think that the answer would be here in Saudi Arabia, we have learned something important inspired by His Royal Highness. May Allah preserve him, that we are to be different and distinguished, whether locally or globally. Speaking about the manga, whether manga Arabia or manga globally, either we have to be on a different level and exceed the level which is happening globally or the Western level, or we should not be present in the market. So speaking about the Japanese studios, what's happening, we have this movie and this film has got the best prize in Holland. So speaking about Manga Arabia, how to assess and the Saudi works in Manga Arabia or the applications of Manga, it's exceeding and even the views in this application is exceeding the Japanese views. So we have the capability to compete, we have the capability to assure our presence in the market. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia can say that this is her normal place and natural place. Mrs. Ishkwa, in a previous meeting before, we are trying to we are thanking Sulaiman for his efforts on translation from Japanese to Arabic. Please give him a big round of applause. Your father, he is the founder of your company, and in a previous meeting, you have said, you referred that he's asking your daughter around some of the works that you have presented in the previous era. So I think you have a family gene that you have worked on and you have been raised on. And the question is, if not all this audience has been brought up on Adnan, Walina, Lina and Sally, so how come you are as a family are working on producing these lovely ideas and great ideas, and how it's affecting what you are producing globally or locally? We have been brought that the family is number one for us, and speaking about 2G, even when I was young and I was the daughter of the founder of this company, still I was. And this has made me understand how to produce something that please my daughter. We are trying to produce, or want to produce, an enemy that thinks about the dreams and the aims of all the kids around the world. So I think even if this world has pleased my daughter, if this work has pleased my daughter, that means it's gonna please all the kids around the world. When taking in consideration the emotions and the feelings, even after 50 years that has been paused, all the world is looking forward for our enemy, and we are taking this into consideration. Mr. Aziz, your space is about video games, and also you're crossing with the world of animation according to the statics or the survey of Ministry of the Saudi ministry, that there is an increment of the views of the enemy. My question is for you: how do you define the framework or the value or the moral values framework regarding to how to use the video games? أعتقد أنه بما يتعلق بالألعاب الفيديو وعملية المواكبة وعملية التأقلم هي امتداد للأنمي، والذي يقول أن هناك مستويات مختلفة للتطور. واحد منه هو التطور التقني، وله هو يعتبر مهم جدا لأن التقنية هي الأساس لهذه الألعاب جميعها. واحد من أهم المفاتيح الرئيسية هنا في المستقبل هو أن نستخدم هذه الأدوات والتي تخلق ألعاب الفيديو وأيضا الأنيميشن. إذا الثاني أيضا هو أن نؤمن وأن نفكر بأننا لا أن يكون هناك تقديم جديد للصور التي تراها أو القصص التي تراها في الأنيميشن وفي هذه الرسوم المتحركة. إذا أعتقد لأنه عندما يكون هناك لديك فرص متعددة من الممكن أن تقوم بها، إذا هذا هذا تاريخيا يعتبر أنه هناك الواقع البعد الثلاثي، وعلى سبيل المثال المانجا كانت في ذات بعد ثنائي، والآن تغير الأمر لأصبحت أن تكون ذات بعد ثلاثي، ونحن نطمح إلى ما سوف يكون عليه الأمر في المستقبل. إذا نستطيع أن نقول أننا نحن نتشارك الجذور المختلفة على جميع الجوانب فيما يتعلق بالألعاب الفيديو Dr. Isam, in this context, you have said that you have an ambition to be competing on a great level and especially globally. So speaking about all the divisions, whether religiously or socially speaking, Dr. Isam, you are connected to the Ministry of Education, especially in trying to crystal this path. What is the ability or the capability, or what is the size of the focus, if you have got the project of Manga, not only the company, how you can express a culture with a specific directive, and how you can produce it and present it to the social to the society. So speaking about the first part of the question, how to use the manga as a tool, we are now speaking about the era of AI, and now do you know that there is a program, or there is a collaborative program with the Ministry of Culture to give the lesson of manga on the Madrasati platform to more than 1.5 million students in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, how to can invest with the capability or the creative capability of these students. We are now trying to teach them how the manga is working, how the manga is thinking. For example, that's why for the competitions in the Ministry of Culture is speaking about manga. They are speaking about courses for all the winners. So this is part of the question, and this is part of the answer for your question. Let me speak about the creation here and the content here. Speaking about the manga, it's being distributed on all the primary and the intermediate schools across the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We have an application for the youth or for the kids, and also another separate application for the youth. But we tried to separate it. We separated both applications to create a safe environment for all the kids. Also, we tried to customize the stories, customize the pictures to be able to be suitable for all our values and ethical values, and for all our society. So when I try to present I have my platform, it's trying to present the future, representing our ethical values through these heroes. I'm gonna give an example of one thing. The Okochi Ichio, the Japanese writer, after Legends series, he wrote on his X platform that he said that it's healthier and it's very important that the Japanese kids watch the Saudi anime and be raised upon it, because it has got a lot of values that they can benefit from it in the future. And this is a great point here. Therefore, I'm going to move to Ishikawa, and there are, you can see that there are a lot of competitors, and especially Arab competitors, more than 50 years. My question for you, what is the challenges that faces you today in the animation world, moving by the change of the numbers, the competitions, and also the global interest as well? Speaking, the Japanese anime is being witnessed and being watched all around the world, and all the works or the artistic work is a lot. And also the big challenge for us now is how to teach the new generation, how to educate them, how to educate people as well. I think it is difficult, but we have to produce more work and more artistic work for the globe, for the whole globe, and we are working hard and exerting great effort to produce more work. Now I'm gonna direct the question to Yves, Mr. Yves. Today we are trying to globalize the culture to create a module or a culture module in harmony, if could say, be in harmony with the whole world. So there are a lot of trends. Some of the trends has been left ones to redefine the identity, the gender, also to redefine the gender identity, and also redefine the society and all the morals and ethics. My question for you: how do you see, as an expert, and also you are a businessman at the same time, where do you see the future of creating, or the content creation, or creative content creator, with the and especially the digital one, where with all this that's happening on the global level? نعم، أعتقد أنه سؤال حساس جدا ومهم في نفس الوقت. أعتقد أن كل هوية، كل الأشياء التي ذكرتها عن عملية التحول والتنوع والجنس أيضا مهمة ومحترمة، ولكن شيء مهم جدا والذي هو مهم في خلق المحتوى أنه يجب أن يكون عليك، يجب أن نحترم القيم السعودية ونحترم الدولة التي نخاطبها عندما تخلق المحتوى. وأيضا بالتالي أعتقد أن إذا ما كان تقدمه سواء كان مرقما أم لا، إذا لم يكن لديه الجوهر التاريخي ولديه السردية، أقول أن لن يكون متناسقا ولن يكون جيدا لخلق المحتوى. وبالتالي أنا أقول في مايكروميديا وشركتي نحن نحاول أن نخلق محتوى يحترم قيمنا، قيم شركاتنا، وقيم الجمهور الذي نخاطبه. سوف أعطيك مثال على هذا الأمر، والذي هو ما نتحدث عنه أن حاليا ما نقوم به في المملكة العربية السعودية. نحن نقوم ببعض من المشاريع، على سبيل المثال ياكاري، وأيضا مايسترو بيلاني وجريندايزر أيضا. أعتقد أن نحن قمنا باحتضان هذه المشاريع والاهتمام بها، وأعتقد أن هذه المشاريع لديها قيم مشتركة مع المملكة العربية السعودية، وهناك هذه هي النقاط المفتاحية. لدينا أيضا قيم مشتركة مع المملكة العربية السعودية حيث نقدم التطبيقات، نحن نقوم بحماية ثقافتنا الخاصة، وأيضا نقوم بالدفاع عن القيم والثقافة الفرنسية أيضا. إذن هذا مماثل لما تقومون به أيضا أنتم في السوق السعودي، وكيف تحمون أخلاقكم وقيمكم، وهذا هو ما نقوم به أيضا من جانبنا. إذن لأقوم باختصار هذا الأمر، يجب أن إذا كنا نريد أن نحترم السياق، إذن يجب أن نحترم الدولة التي نقوم بخلق المحتوى لها، وهذا هو ما لدي. قبل أن أعود, before I go back to each and every one of you, I'm gonna ask my audience if you have got any questions, please raise your hands and proceed with your question, and please make it in a nutshell and summarized. Mics, please, for whoever would like to proceed with a question. If you don't like animation, so please don't ask questions. Peace be upon you all. My name is Naif Al-Jabali from Asir Development Authority, and I have a question. لدي سؤال موجه لك. ما هي العوامل الأساسية لكي تؤدي إلى نجاح الأنمي أو أي مشروع أنمي؟ هل يمكن إذا السؤال الأهم هنا والإجابة الأهم هو أن نحترم الأخلاقيات، وأيضا نتأكد من أن ما نقوم بتقديمه لن يفسد المبدأ الأساسي من وراء الأنمي والملكية، وهذا أعتقد أنه هو عامل أساسي هنا. أيضا المحتوى الجرافيكي وأيضا من الممكن يكون مختلفا، ولكن يجب أن يتم توثيقه من IP، وأيضا في بعض الأحيان يبدو أن نرى أشياء من الممكن أن إنتاجية المانجا أو إنتاج المانجا على سبيل المثال جراندايزر من الممكن لديهم الخيار لوضع الجرافيكس بصورة واضحة، حيث يمكن أن من الممكن يتم سرقة الأنمي، ولكن نحن نريد أن نخلق شيئا مهما لديه IP عام. إذا كنت تلعب جريندايزر اليوم، إذا يجب أن من الممكن أن تشعر بأنك تشاهد هذه المحتوى، وأيضا تتفاعل مع الأبطال. Another comment or another question. We are accepting other questions. I'm gonna come back to you, Dr. Isam, and about the one important issue here, which is related to how you can try to impact or have a specific impact or on the kids and the youth. And one of the strategic goals here is to enable the youth and train them in Manga Arabia. I would like you to give or highlight all the role that you're playing in this field. Of course, when you speak about the creative industry, what makes you capable of competing is the capabilities and the talents and the proficiencies that you own, whether on the level of the company or the national level. That's why we are proud to speak about manga production. We trained more than 4,000 persons across the past six years. So we are proud in in our committee that we have been training all this number of youths. So speaking about Arabia or Manga Arabia and its competition, which has been is going to be held for the 3rd edition this year, and we are trying to publish all the work, and we are trying to acquire the best of them and trying to present it for the global market. I'm gonna give a referral with a small example here, which is Mr. Uday Karsoua. He told me that he is 27 years old, and he told me, Dr. Isam, I discovered that me and my colleagues and team are old people. We have discovered that we are old people. When we looked into the application, we found that our audience, the aging between 15 and 16 years old, are different from the work that has been, or the artwork that we have been watching in our age. So speaking about the creative side and administrative side, it's not gonna work if you don't enable these and enable these youth, and also have the strategic decision if the company would like to succeed. Mrs. Ashra, you have Ishikawa, you have visited the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and also you have we have seen and witnessed the ambition, and you have seen the direction. How do you see the experience, and please name one of the key factors for success in the project of Manga or Manga Arabia? When I came to the company, I worked on all the projects, and I witnessed or I noticed that this factor is available among all the workers and the team work. So whether their interest in reading or watching such work, well, and this is regarding to the for the producer. This is the most important thing. I'm gonna finalize with Mr. Eve. My question for you: where do you find the cross between the animation world and the world of video games. Where do you find the cross between, or the crossing between the video game work, the interaction? I think أعتقد أنه هناك ترابطية طبيعية جدا بين العالمين. الأنمي ليس هو الجزء الأول أو لم يكن متاحا قريبا، ولكن كان موجودا منذ القدم، ولكن هناك تقاطعية بين كتب المانجا، وأيضا لدينا هذه الألعاب، وحيث بالتالي حوالي التي يصل عمرها إلى 40 أو 50 عاما. إذا أستطيع أن أقول أنها إعلام مترابط وموصول. أنا أعتقد ومتأكد أن الخلاقين المحتوى اليابانيين مهتمين بالمانجا، وليس فقط يفكرون بالمانجا على أنها أو الأنمي، هم يفكرون بطريقة شمولية، هم يفكرون بكيفية الانصهار والترابطية والاندماج بين جميع وسائل الإعلام التي تدعم وتحفز وتعطي رؤية وتعطي تمكين للمانجا ليكون فنا مشاهدا حول العالم. وعلى سبيل المثال أخص بالذكر المملكة العربية السعودية، في يوم ما كنت أتحدث عن إنتاجية أو الإنتاج في المانجا، وأيضا المانجا الفرنسية. وأيضا لدهشتي أثار دهشتي أن السردية أو الذي كان يشاهد قال أن هذه ليست مانجا، وأنكر الأمر. وهذا يعني أن الأشخاص الذين كنت أناقشهم لم يكن لديهم هذه المعرفة الكافية بالمانجا وطريقة تفكيرهم بالطريقة التي يرون بها تطور وتحور المانجا. إذن السؤال هنا أنها عالم المانجا وكونية المانجا مختلفة، وأعتقد أن الألعاب أو الفيديو جيمز هي جزء منها، وأعتقد أنه هي مثرية وتربطية مثرية. We have reached to the final minutes of these sessions. I'm gonna leave for each one of you to give a word for less than 30 seconds. Dr. Issam, I'm going to give something in Japanese, and I'm going to translate it into Arabic. We don't understand what you're trying to speak, so we are going to clap for you and give you a round of applause. The word was for Mrs. Ishikawa, but on behalf of whoever was kids in my generation, I would like to thank her for the great content that you have produced. Thank you for Sally, thank you for Adnan Walina, thank you for the friends and Flona. You have given us the dreams, you have given us the courage and the strength in our way in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. When we try to return the favor back, we are going to create our stories, we are going to give the manga in our touch, and we are going to produce it for all the kids around the world to shape our future for the upcoming 30 and 40 years, that our kids can come back to us and tell us or thank us for the Saudi anime. Mr. Ishikawa, the mic is yours. Thank you so much for your kind words, and I would like to thank all the producers to create all these great works, and it comes from within the heart. And from now and then we are going to create other work and great works that can leave a great impact on the heart of all the audiences that are available between you. Mr. Eve, the last message. نحن لدينا رسائل عظيمة وأعمال رائعة. وقبل أن نذكر هذا الأمر أعتقد أنه صعب أن أختتم كلامي بطريقة مختصرة، ولكن أعتقد أن أكون صادقا. لم أدرك أن الأمر أعتقد أن المانجا عندما تتحدث عن الثقافة العالمية وهو شيء يجمع العالم والعالم أجمع في مكان واحد، يلعب دورا هاما في إثراء مشاعر الحب وأيضا التوحدية والوحدة بين الآباء والأبناء. إذن هي أداة رائعة ومثرية وجميلة جدا، كيف ليس فقط أن نبيعها ولكن أن نشارك هذه القيم والأخلاقية التي لديها أكبر الأثر في قلوبنا. أعتقد أنه لدينا هذه الأدوات العظيمة وهذه الأشياء الخلاقة والعبقريية التي تنتجونها في المانجا، وهي القيم التي نشاركها جميعا عالميا. أعتقد أنه أمر رائع، لأنني لم أدرك أن الأمر عالمي وعلى هذا المستوى الرائع من العالمية. أشكرك شكرا جزيلا دكتور عصام, Mrs. Ishikawa and Mr. Eve. Thank you so much for your presence and your interaction with us today. If you say today that this is a great trend on the level of the Arabic world and Arab world. So, and if we can how to produce this kind of creation, we are extending our thanking and gratitude for your presence with us today, and thank you for the audience as well. Although you have not been participating in making questions and asking questions, but we would like to thank you for and we are looking forward that you can enjoy our sessions for the upcoming days. Thank you so much. Peace be upon you all.